Well, welcome to the Braehead Superleague final for 2013. After an entry of 9 teams playing in the round robin and then a page playoff system, we have a final between Neil Joss and Alan Hanna. Lead Stuart Walker has just drawn slightly deep and through the back, allowing Neil Joss to play for front 4-foot. The stone slightly wide. I'm going to be sitting out just at the back of the 4-foot. Alan Hanna being quite cautious. Normal weight barrier, seeking to roll to the side. And instead rolls partially guarded and behind the guard at the back of the 4-foot, allowing Neil Joss to consider coming round and sitting on it or tapping back. And looks like he's going for a hack weight shot, which doesn't know the ice at this point in time, so as long as he either taps back or catches the front guard. So swinging a bit now. Maybe lift it a bit late and caught the guard. Rolls away. And now gives a chance for Alan Hanna to come in round the front red to possibly lie 2. Alistair Schreiber delivering the stone. Moment looks perhaps slightly heavy. and wide of line. Looks like it might be coming into front 8 foot, maybe even 4 foot. This is Fraser Watt's second stone. Well inside. Now Hannah choosing to try and bite the front 12 foot in order to try and prevent the double on the 4 foot stone. This one looks quite light. And has only just given cover from the double. The 3 of Neil Joss's team is Gav Fleming. Like they're playing a barrier weight shot at this one. Wide of line at the moment. Just manages to catch the back yellow. Which is removed, and Hannah now lies 1 yellow. Back 8 foot, looking to play 1 round his front guard. To lie 2. Gary Cannell. Stone has a good line. Not curling very much at the moment. Very reasonable weight, just maybe slightly deep. Giving an opportunity for Neil Joss to hit and lie. Playing a hack weight shot at this one. And that one's moving a wee bit, sweeping very vigorously to try and get past the front yellow, and it may catch on that. It's very tight to it, and it's just caught. And that one seemed to move more than the other. A very strong situation for Alan Hannah at this stage in the first end. There's a couple of mistakes. This one's very short. Not even over the hog line, I'm afraid. So a bit of loose play Perhaps just getting used to the ice conditions and draw weight. So Neil Joss trying to get hit and roll. Team struggling a wee bit just to know what the ice is and the right weight to play. Key thing probably is to make sure that he gets the stone and gets a degree of cover. Quite a hack weight shot at this one. Looks like it's hanging slightly high at the moment. So Alan Hanna's got a open hit. He'll be looking to make the roll as well. Line looks good at the moment, starting to move. Needs to sweep hard to make sure it's holding its line now. There it goes, nice weight. Good control on the stone. Not going to get much roll off that one, but yeah, good try. And Neil Joss has not really got much choice other than to just hit that one and play safe, and that leaves Alan Hanna the possibility of getting a 2. Or playing the double. It's a very fine double. Just considering the sitting on the stone, but at this early in the game, not sure that he wants to play that. Still at the moment looks good, holding its line, again pretty straight down that line, not moving very much at all, and hits and rolls away, and in fact has not cleared the head, and that gives him simple draw for 3 for Alan Hanna. So it looks like the ice is surprisingly straight down that line. And I have one or two that have moved, but just catching out the teams with its straightness. Struggling slightly to get it to the head, but it's there. And 3 to Alan Hanna's team. Lead of Alan Hanna's team is Stuart Walker, plays for Cadder Curling Club, which is a local Braehead club. There's a shot coming into back of the 8 foot really. Plays a guard, and Alan Hanna will go for another one at the front of the 4 foot. Guard is really quite wide. It's vigorous sweeping from the sweepers. Of stones obviously quite a bit lighter than the previous one. Looks like it might be coming into reasonably good position though. It's quite a long hit and roll with the guard being so far out. And unfortunately doesn't get enough of the stone and rolls away. Alan Hanna going to be very defensive at this point in time, given he's 3 stones up. Clearing the guard, taking away all risk, leaving Neil Joss to make the play at the front of the house. guard has come into the front rings, and once again a clearing of a stone. And stone rolls away. And again, stone comes into the head, and so Neil Jost deciding to change tactics slightly and asking Gavin Fleming to come up onto the stone in the house. And that's come up a bit short. He's touching 4 foot. Should be an easy take out for Gary Cannell, who plays for Dundalk Curling Club. On this occasion, it's nose and lies 2. Giving the opportunity for Gavin Fleming to lie on that yellow, or even if it taps back and to roll across slightly. And on this occasion taps off the front one, but lies in a reasonable position. Alan Hanna will just keep the weight up on this one and make sure that even if the back yellow goes, keeps things pretty simple. This game is 8 ends, no bell. If they're peeled at the end of 8 ends, then will be an extra end. Stone looks like he swept a bit tight on the red. Coming across. No, it's holding it fine, okay. It's fine. Yep. Ian Gillespie's money is on the yellow at the moment. How much money, Ian? About £1, he says. Ian Gillespie says he's putting £1 on the yellow. Is that £1 for this end or £1 for the game? Oh, he just only put £1 on the end. So Neil Joss playing his first stone. Again, I think looking to come down and sit on the back yellow. Good stone, but it's slightly short. Gives the opportunity for a guard if Alan Hanna wanted to, but I think he's going to just take this out. So, final stone of the end. Neil Joss has to draw down and is forced to take his one. Super sweeping quite hard, slightly wide of line at the moment. And I get it there. As well swept. And it's now 3-1 to Alan Hanna's team. So the lead for Neil Joss is Roger Haxton being asked to put up a guard on the midline. Sweepers are backing off this because it's coming fairly close to the into the heads. Might just sit down in time. It does. So Alan Hanna's signalling to draw around the guard into the front forefoot. If it taps the red in, then that's okay as well. Line's looking good at the moment. Needs to turn a fair bit. Holding very straight down that line. Just starting to come now. It's also slightly firm. And it's going to hold on at the back, just I think. Yep. Behind the guard, but obviously deeper than one would want. So Cameron Fleming trying to decide what to do while Neil Joss is just on his way back. He's going to play another guard. Again, Alan Hanna deciding to come round the guard, asking Alistair, Stuart Walker to probably play into the front of the house this time. Super sweeping, looks like weight's okay. Sweeping fairly hard for it. For line. Drone's coming quite hard at the end. And just catches the guard. Once again, just Skip's not been quite sure what the ice is going to be and been caught out with the stone running quite straight at the beginning and then quite a turn at the end of the run of the stone. So with these two guards out the front, Neil Joss having to decide whether he goes for a hit and roll or takes the risk of coming round. Mr. Gillespie at the moment seems to be complaining about the amount of cost that he's having to pay for this final. We have a large number of people waiting in the wings to congratulate the winners. Fraser Watt delivers his first stone. This draw right down, looks like it's coming onto the back stone at the moment, and taps it out. Alan Hanna deliberating what the best shot to do there is. Remembering that the ice was quite straight down on the outturn side here, though he's tending to ignore that at the moment and has decided to take the guard off. And doesn't really like the setup at the moment. Sweeping this hard and catches one of the front guards, but don't think that's the one that he wanted to get. Alistair Schreiber slightly narrow with his delivery, leaving chance to hit and roll. Thanks. So I'm going for the hit and roll. So Alan Hanna decides to go to the stone on the out turn. Weight shot. And jams, leaving 2 lying and a chance to draw around for Neil Joss if he can bury enough round that stone. Ian Gillespie is refusing to commentate on this game, saying something about him still being a player and not a commentator. Obviously doesn't realise just how much money there is on this. The stone coming down, swinging really hard, trying to hold the line. Looks a bit light again from Gavin Fleming. Leaves a guard. Did he call a guard, Ian? Did he? Right. And once again Alan Hanna asking Gary Cannell to play an out turn hit on this front guard, trying to remove both reds. And this time he's got it. And I suspect Alan Hanna's looking to just keep clearing and trying to get doubles so that he can blank the end. Would prefer not to take it with a 1, but if he has to, he will. Coming down just to the tee, that's a good shot. Makes it very hard for Alan Hanna to get the double, and therefore has to hit and roll across in front of the back red. Keeping this very hard, must be tight for line. Puts it on the nose, so it lies, so Neil Joss will very much want to hit and stick on this shot. Keepers are on this again. Sweeping hard. And hold the line so it stays. And it does. Again. He does leave now the chance for a double, but still talking about whether they hit and roll across. Get the roll across, and reasonable attempt at that. Again, still running pretty straight. And ideally, Neil Joss will want to roll away, but he can't do that on the out turn. He has to play the out turn and then hope to get a bit of roll away so that the double is not on. Sweeping hard. A bit tight. Holding line, I think. No. No. Yeah. Pretty good. Yep. Managed to hold the line on the. I get a bit of. So, Alan Hanna trying to get play the hit and lie. Super staying off it at this point. Good weight. And it sticks at the back, but I think it looks like he's just got that. Difficult to be absolutely sure. Looks like it's a measure. Quite an important one, that. The difference between 4-1 and 3-2, huge at this early stage in the game. crowd is murmuring how close it is. And the yellow's got it. So huge difference in the game at that point. And score now is 4-1 to yellow. Alan Hanna's team in the lead, thanks to that first end. So I'm pretty sure again Alan will call for front forefoot. And this one looks potentially slightly short, being swept really hard to get in. It's coming up in the front rings, which is okay. Sorry? Sorry. So second guard is called and played. Neil Joss recognising that Alan Hanna is just going to keep hitting for front guards to prevent Joss getting a 2. On this occasion, however, Alistair Schreiber is slightly tight and has left a guard out the front. So this time a draw round is called. Weight looks reasonably good. It's maybe not quite hidden though. Probably be able to see 2/3 of that stone from the hack. a chance for Alsace Rabbit to play the hit and roll behind the two guards. Moment's looking quite. Missed it. Yeah. So, opportunity now for Neil Joss. Planning to play another stone in. Towards the stone that's lying in the head. This one's moving very fast. Oh dear. Where that came from. A big turn. Yeah, hitting lies, but that does give the chance to, chance to roll behind the guard, or even if it, even a roll off that into the forefoot. Front of the house now guarded with the red plus the offset yellows. We're discussing with Gav about what the shot should be. So there they were trying to play the hit and roll, but turned further than they wanted to and got it straight, so now Redstone is lying completely open. On the nose, and a pretty strong position for Alan Hanna's team, unless they can make the draw around, which looks like the shot that they've called. Hard on this one, and it's curling. Looks like it might be catching. Yep, catching the deer. sure whether Alan Hanna wants us to hit on the nose, which would certainly prevent anything getting in on that side. Or whether they're trying to get a roll off it. I suspect there is a roll, and then onto his own stone and then into the forefoot. Might be what he's playing for. Yeah, playing at a area weight. No, not easy to get draw hidden of that. There is a hit off that stone on the outer ring. Yeah, just discussing at the moment whether they should clear 2 or 3 front stones just to give Neil an easier chance to get back in for his final draw. Or do you try and play a draw round now in the hope that you might be able to get a 2? The stage in the game is 4-1 down after 3 ends, so all these stones of course at the front of the house, so even if Neil Joss did draw in, there's always a tap of the front yellow. For Alan Hanna's team, so I think what's been called here is to hit this front yellow on the side, see, take it narrow and see whether you can get a double, and also at the same time clear. Oh, got a thicker than he wanted. Now quite narrow ice that Alan's taking. I'm not sure whether he's... What's it called here, guys? Is it called the draw in or what? What's he going for? Commentators appeal to the audience for what was called, and there's a very vacant set of looks amongst everybody. I'd have thought he was going to be drawing round here. Just gave very narrow ice for it. A wee bit deep, wee bit deep. Okay. Well, I think he was trying to get round and... Yeah. Didn't draw an awful lot, did it? So Neil Joss having to draw once again. This occasion he's got 4 yellows against him and All they can do is draw down onto the yellow that's just at the back of the forefoot. He really does need to make this one. Oh, don't tell me he's got a pick-up, I think. Oh, that's very unfortunate. He's got a pick-up on that stone. Yeah, and that's pretty well ruined the game. Always a possibility it was a handprint or something, but unfortunately that has just caused that stone to wreck on the front. Caught the same bit? It's caught the same bit, is it?